so and then you get to Berlin, and Berlin was a fun town. I mean, it was a great city, and a lot of happening things going on there.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was cold, and the professor said you could go. And my buddy John, he was also from Georgia Tech. And he said, "Hey, I want to do that too." And he got permission, and we found an old Volkswagen van that we bought. And we had, yeah, and John had a couple of friends that were real hippies. That were one guy was a British guy, and one guy was from Wisconsin, and they were working in some restaurant, and they had a friend who in an Italian restaurant there in Berlin. And so, long story short, we got in the bus and we headed south and on March for Bangladesh. But we had a lot of fun. I can tell you all the stories on the way, but we never made it past Turkey. we got
you
to
were
like
detained there by the
well, we had a lot of fun down in Crete. We went to Crete. We had some friends who were living on.
It's a small island.
Yeah, but there was a lot of hippie stuff down there. And our friends had, there's hippie friends down there. We went down there and had a ball. And
Well, tell them where you live.
Yeah.
well, we lived in Myrtos, a little town on the coast of Crete.
Like you mean like in the caves?
No, the caves were on the other end. We lived in a little
Hadn't quite
house.
got there
Oh,
yet.
you were in a house?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have that picture.
Yeah.
You need to
I
see
went
that
to the
picture.
caves.
It's a
I
picture
visited
of the
the
house
caves.
and all of them in front, and
Lived in
you see
caves.
your uncle with
But there was this
hair
little
this way,
house
a
that was
body
probably built
killed
about the time
for,
of Alexander the Great.
long legs, no shirt, short hair.
And we had a ball.
I'd love to show you
And
guys
there was like
pictures during this.
Oh,
His hair was to his
yeah.
shoulders. He had this beard. He looked like Jesus Christ. Part of the-
Yeah.
he really
That's
did.
what your dad said when he
Yeah.
came there. Jesus Christ!
Well, yeah, and I went over to we went to Turkey. We went to Istanbul for excitement because on Crete it's pretty boring. I mean, you get to come, it was like this, only it was just like poor little village. But it was great because I was on a stipend was like I don't know a couple bucks. Like a bottle of wine was like a nickel or a quarter or something, and it was cheap, and you could get a full meal for like 50 cents, good food. So we were living pretty well there. But anyway, we tried to get to Bangladesh and got halfway through Turkey, and the bus broke down. Went back to Istanbul to get parts for the bus, and bought the parts. Went down to Crete, had a little more fun for another week or so. Then went back to the bus a couple of weeks later in the desert in eastern Turkey, and it was just like a shell. The wheels were gone, the tires were gone, the engine was gone. It was just like something you'd see in a junkyard. It was been stripped by
You
veteran
can actually
warriors.
drive down through India and everything?
Well, no, I never got to India.
But you were planning on driving that far?
Oh yeah. So I
Probably is just as well.
Young and ignorant.
So I went back to Crete and I wrote my professor a letter and I said, would it be okay if I did an economic survey of a small Greek village? And he said, okay. He wrote me a letter back and he said, okay. And he said, they kept the money coming. I was getting a stipend from the university. It was like $50 a month. I think it was $150 a month.
How were you getting mail?
So did you determine that the
General
consumption and
Post.
sale of alcohol had gone up enough to positively impact the economy?
I guess I did.
No, he liked
Breweries of note have a 55% increase.
In fact, he liked the Greek yogurt.